Yeah, can you see that, you guys? That is a hole in my toilet. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit of everything, and it's going to be a little bit all over the place because that's how I do life. So this is the week of Thanksgiving, and we have everybody pretty much home and on vacation. So I'm going to be cleaning the house, baking a bunch of breads, some rolls. I also made a pecan pie, but you're not going to see that until Thanksgiving. I've got to wash the bed sheets and just do a bunch of stuff. So come along with me today as we get everything ready for Thanksgiving. If you're new here, welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hope, and we are a family of 4, but I only have 1 child. Yeah, let me explain. So I live with my husband, my son who's 8, and my father-in-law who is 82, and he has lived with us for quite a long time, over 10 years. There he is doing his chore, which is putting away all of the dishes. He takes care of the kitchen for me. He does all the dishes, wipes down the countertops, and then I do all the deep cleaning. So I really appreciate that and everything that he does to help us out.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd.
Taking care of the house is a family affair around here, especially on Thanksgiving week where Mama is in the kitchen most of the week. So here's my husband doing his chore, which is cleaning up the living room. I do not ask him to do this. This is what he does. He's just always done it, and he's pretty good at it, as you'll see.
Feeling alive, I love being by your side. It makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you. You'll be on my mind. I'll be dreaming about this till the end of time. We are young, we are free, down for the ride. Might be over tomorrow, but we got this day forever. Do you hear that sound? Can you feel the music? Let's get wild. We're magic, you and I. They call us reckless, but we don't mind. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you. You'll be on my mind. I'll be dreaming about this till the end of time. We are young, we are free, down for the ride. Might be over tomorrow, but we got this day forever. Yeah, we got the summer forever.
Lego! Lego!
Something that I really love to do on a weekly basis is just sort of take care of my plants. So I just cleaned up this rose bush. I didn't get it on camera, I wasn't even thinking, but basically here's what came off, and here are the flowers that came off. I've also taken this little flower off and dried him, and one more flower that came off of him, and then there are 1, 2, 3 little roses that are coming back up. So he's still giving me a few more, and you can see what I do is I just sort of take my hand and gently go over the plant, and whatever kind of falls off is what I take off. And so that is what all of this is. And then I did cut off of these roses because I'm going to dry them and use them for some things. There's a lot of awesome things you can do with roses, but I particularly love them because they are a sign of protection for your home. So if you can grow roses around your house, they'll protect your house. They have thorns, and just symbolically they're very good for protection. But also they are the June flower, and I'm a June baby, so I love roses. They are the flower for Gemini, and they just make me happy. So I get this little tub from Trader Joe's. This is the second one I've bought. They don't produce flowers for a long time. They'll give me maybe 1 or 2 blooms off of this, but that's okay. I'm just harvesting some of these flowers for a later use. If you guys were here last week, then you saw me buy this plant, and if you were here the week before, you saw that I was drying some of the leaves from last time. So these are the dried leaves, and those are the fresh leaves that I will dry and then add to here. And again, there's a lot of awesome things you can do with roses. So that's kind of why I like to harvest my own plants and my own bushes. But also, and I know this is going to sound a little hokey, so some of you might subscribe, like not subscribe or tune off now, but whatever. So the more that you talk to your plant, the more you like touch your plant and love your plant, the more that it's going to grow and the more it's going to produce. So plants are living creatures, and they definitely are something that loves to be talked to and touched just like humans. So I'm not saying that you need to, like, you know, bring it everywhere and it becomes your best friend and your pet, but definitely, you know, when I walk past my plants, I will just say, hey, how you doing? Okay, you're so beautiful, and, you know, put it back. So I know it's a little weird, but whatever. So while I have you guys over here by my plants, I also want to show you this Japanese maple. You can see she's grown so much, and I actually rescued this out of my front yard that was growing next to another tree. She was pretty small when I got her out of the ground, probably up to here. I put her in water thinking that eventually I was just going to plant her and I was going to let her roots grow, but she has done so well with just being hydroponically grown that I've just kept her in here. And I had a friend who said if I tried to put her into an actual dirt bed that she might die and shock her roots. So I'm just letting her go, but she's pretty, and she's actually turning the fall colors just like the Japanese maples that are outside. So she's really pretty. And then I also cleaned up this guy today. He had a lot of yellow leaves all over, and he was kind of like crunched together. So I just sort of opened him up and took off all of his leaves and took care of him. This is a new addition to my little plant family, and she's pretty. I just like her. She's cute. And then I cannot keep basil alive to save my life. This is probably like my 5th plant of basil. It was outside, it was downstairs, and it just dies. So help me out, people. Aloe, I love aloe. I grow aloe inside and outside. This one's starting to grow through my sign. We'll just put that there. And then this was the plant that I started with. So this is my very first plant, and I love her. She's grown so big and so magical. I like, oh, she's a palm tree, and I love her, and someday I will put her on the floor and she will grow into a giant, beautiful tree. All right, guys, that is my mini plant tour and what I have out here. So if you like this kind of stuff, then let me know, and I'll show you guys my herb garden next.
This is literally the easiest bread I've ever made in my life. I've made it a couple times, and you can let it rise for 3 hours. I let this rise overnight just because I got tired last night and didn't want to wait for it to bake. But we're going to bake that in just a few minutes. But we're also going to bake these rolls. And these are supposed to be really, really delicious milk rolls, I think is what they call them. But I've never made them before, and I'm going to see what they turn out like. If they turn out good, I will give you guys the recipe in an upcoming video and show you.
Update on the patio situation. Yeah, that's the toilet sitting on the patio. Yes, it is. So we had to get a brand new toilet for the upstairs bathroom, and I'm going to show you why right now. I have not picked up yet, but this is why we need a new toilet. Yeah, can you see that, you guys? That is a hole in my toilet. So So I am hoping to goodness that Paul will install the other toilet before Thursday when people come over. Luckily, this is the upstairs bathroom, so nobody really comes up here, and the downstairs bathroom is fine. But honestly, I don't even know how the hole got there. That's crazy. Paul thinks that something fell in the toilet to make that hole, but I don't know. I feel like something hit the outside. You guys tell me what you think. Toiletgate 2019.
And back to more laundry.
It's getting late now. Everyone's leaving. So you call me up like every other evening. Same old when you need me. Kiss me just like before. I am lost now completely. Stuck in your games and you're winning easily. Here we go again.
All right, I've got the oven preset to 375. It's heating up. I've made a little egg wash, which is 1 egg and about a tablespoon of milk. And I put that all over the rolls to give them that shiny brown look that they really look nice with when they're all done cooking. And now we're gonna get that artesian French bread ready. So I have the starter right here. It's already risen, it's ready to go. I have some regular flour and a bowl. I'm gonna take a bowl and put the parchment paper. It's not really gonna work, it's gonna pop back up. But when we're done making the loaf of bread, or the dough, I should say, and it's ready to rise again, we're going to stick it on that parchment paper. So I'm just going to take off the saran wrap. I want to show you how beautiful this dough is. It looks so pretty and it smells delicious. So it's really easy to do. You actually don't need to knead this bread. We're just going to put a little bit of flour right on a cooking surface. You can do this on your countertop, a wooden board. I have this nice glass board that I just do it on because I don't like to do things on my countertops because they're just basically a sticker. Yeah, they're not really countertops. So we rent, guys. We're looking to buy a house and we will fix that problem. Anyway, back to the bread. So this bread is very, very sticky. As you can see, the dough is incredibly sticky, but that's good. That's what you want. So I'm going to use my spatula to take it out of the bowl. And I'm just going to put a little bit of flour right on the top of it. And what this is going to do is allow me to work with it just a little bit better so that it doesn't stick to the spatula or, as you can see, to my hand where I touched it there where the flour wasn't. And this is a really easy process. We're just going to roll it around a few times to get it coated in that flour. We're going to stick it back in the parchment paper and we're going to let it rise for another 35 minutes while we are waiting for the oven to heat up to 450.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus. My best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Prettier from the minute that I met you. Trying to get your attention, you make me nervous. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty up from the minute that I met you. but I can't get you off my mind. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty ugly from the minute that I met you.
Seriously, how good do those rolls look? Oh my goodness. I will let you know how they taste. Okay, so the dough has been rising for a few minutes already because I knew that the oven was already at 375 and it wouldn't take long to get to 450. So I'm putting it at 450, and the most important part is that you have a Dutch oven and that you put it in the oven to let it heat up while the oven is getting hot. And that way the oven is actually going to steam the bread and make it crispy on top. So we're going to set that for 35 minutes, and I'm going to let the cast iron pot get in there for 35 minutes and get nice and hot while the oven gets up to 450. And of course, while we are doing that, I'm going to do some cleaning because I can't sit still. So I've decided I'm going to clean the countertops and wipe down all of the cabinets as well, since we are having Thanksgiving here and I have been cooking all week.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Shot away. Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into in this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me open. You are only a shot away from me
It only took 10 minutes, and sometimes I surprise myself at how long I procrastinate considering how long it actually takes to do the chore. So I decided I'm going to do a little vacuuming, and I'm not going to mop yet, but I wanted to show you up close and personal what the kitchen floor really looks like since I've been cooking all week, and it's just nasty. You guys don't see that unless I get up close and personal. From far away, it looks fine, but I just want you to know that everybody's house looks lived in. Don't think that just because you don't see it up close that it's not how it really is. The video and the lights, you know, they don't show everything. And I know I watch other YouTubers and I'm like, wow, their house is so clean and so perfect, but it's really not. It's really just the lighting, you guys. So don't get down on yourselves and know that your lived in house is flippin' awesome.
Hey, I don't get what this is about. Got my head spinning on my shoulders. I feel it burn inside of my chest. See the lines as they blur out. I can feel it knocking me out. You're bringing me higher and higher in every way. And all of my doubts, I can feel them, they're fading away. Oh, you're like a fantasy. I know this can't be real. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling way down. All delusional. Dreaming, got me flying high. 'Cause I can't believe that I get to have you close. On an endless road, I'm levitating now. In one of those lucid dreams. In one of those lucid dreams. Oh yeah.
I already feel like we've done so much work, but there's still more to do. So I'm going to make a cup of coffee. I'm going to sit down and relax and drink this while the bread cooks, and then we'll get back to the cleaning, and I'm going to show you what the amazing bread looks like. However, like most moms, as the coffee brews, I'm going to put away the other Keurig cups that I have because, again, I can't sit still. I got this one at Costco, and I love it just because it has a bunch of different varieties of coffee, and it makes me excited every morning to pick out a new one. I know, that's a little crazy, but that's just me. You got to have little things in life that you look forward to, or else every day can become so mundane, especially when you have kids. That's my favorite one. It's the Caribou coffee, and I really, really like it. If you guys enjoy my videos, please feel free to subscribe, leave a comment below, and like and share my content as well. That's the best thing that you can do for creators, is to share our content and get more people to see it and enjoy it as well. I'm always trying to share fun and helpful tips that will help you with your life. Now, Tiffany Beeston taught me this, and that's to put whipped cream on your coffee. Do it. All right, that coffee break was way too short, but now it's time to put the bread in the oven. I've had the Dutch oven heating up in there for about 35 minutes, and I've had the bread doing a second rise. So I'm just going to pull the parchment paper out of the bowl with the bread in there, and I'm going to stick it inside the super hot cast iron Dutch oven. Be careful you don't burn yourself during this stage. That is usually what I end up doing, but I didn't this time. So that's what it looks like, and then you're going to put the lid back on, and you're going to stick it back in the oven. Remember, the lid is hot. It's been in the oven. So you're going to stick it back in the oven for 35 minutes. Once the 35 minutes is up, you're going to go back and take the lid off of the Dutch oven, and you're going to continue cooking it for about 10 minutes until it's brown and crispy on the top the way that you like it. So I'm just going to check right now and pull that off. It's been 35 minutes, and that's what it looks like right now. And we're going to let it get nice and brown, and then we'll check on it again later. But in the meantime, it's time to put the bed back together.
I go anywhere with you, 'cause you fill my mind, or you fill my mind. We could build a dream, start up something new. Let the old be dead, let the shadows leave my head. When the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you. The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep.
I'm going to show you a super easy way to put your pillowcases on. And I learned this trick when I was working at a hotel. So you're going to flip your pillowcases inside out. You're going to stick your hands into the bottom of the pillowcases, into the corners, and then grab the pillowcase and just flip it over the pillow. Super easy and super quick. I'm going to show it to you a couple more times. And I actually worked at a hotel when I was in my early 20s, and I worked at the restaurant. I was the main server, and there was me and a cook, and that's about it. We did everything together. And my best friend was the manager of the housekeeping department. So once in a while, if I needed extra hours, I would walk around with him, and together we would clean rooms, which was just so much fun. But we could knock out a room in like 15 minutes flat. And this is how he taught me to put pillowcases on. And I swear it is the easiest trick. The other way you can do it is to flip the pillowcase inside out, lay it on top of the pillow, and bam, boom, you got it. Here's the bed, all nicely made, freshly washed. Doesn't it feel so good to be in a freshly washed bed? I just love it. So at night, I put a bigger comforter on that you saw earlier because it has been getting kind of cold. Now here's the bread all done. I pulled it out of the oven. It is a beautiful golden brown on the top. I want you to listen closely to how crunchy it is. Thank you to everybody who stayed to the very end of this video. I am so grateful for all of you. This channel has gained almost 200 new subscribers in just the last 2 months, and I'm super appreciative to every single one of you that come back and watch my videos every week. Thank you so much. Definitely stay tuned for Thursday's video because I'm going to have a special announcement about a brand new giveaway that I'm going to be doing. So definitely subscribe and comment, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.